All right, this is Reunion Radio right here on 97.9 The Beat. Big Bink, that boy TDK in the building, that boy Slick Nick. TDK, I don't know where you got that Doughski from, boy, but Doughski heard it and drove up to the station. Give it up for the big bro, Doughski G.
Doughski G, man. Better be glad we in the north over here, man. He was able to pull up real quick, like.
Nah, for real.
She Bad, classic. Would you consider that a boogie record?
They did.
Hey,
yeah.
but one of the most recognizable songs in the Dallas boogie movement. I'ma say it, man. You was on fire back then, bro.
Appreciate it. You know, we gotta give a big shout out to, you know, the homie from the neighborhood and Rude Boy ENT, Lil Will. He started something, and which I might not know, that beat was originally an attempt to be the My Dougie remix.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why the sound. Same producer or what?
No, it was my producer, actually.
Okay.
You know, and I was working with him. Clever, Mr.
Clever? Oh, yeah.
Out of North Dallas, you know what I mean? So I went to Clever and was like, look, man, your beats need to be heard. You know, there was more active artists than I was originally at the time.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you was doing.
Yeah.
I know you.
You know
I know what you was doing.
We was all outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all the time.
So I went to Clever and I was like, look, Clever, I need you to give me a beat, man. I'm finna get it. Will, Rude, Spain, none of them knew nothing about me getting the beat.
Right.
They had already had other works going on with the Dougie, you know what I mean? Trying to get somewhere. So I really trying to get my producer in the mix and also look out for the neighborhood.
Right.
You know, and I went to Cloud like, look, bro, make this beat. And later that night or the next day, he sent it in my box. And coincidentally, Lil Will's in the car with me.
Man.
When I got it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we listened to it. And we were like, yeah, but we was on our way to the house. We all had a house, you know what I mean, together. We all used to be in the house. Me, Spain, Rude, Lil Will, Big Hood Boss. We was in that deep.
I know about that house, man. DJ Q,
you know
DJ Q was in there over there. Yeah,
I seen Q the other day at Kitchen and Cocktail. Man, he didn't know I was in. I sent him a drink. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Q. I ain't seen that boy in a minute.
Yeah, I'm my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So when we went to it, it didn't work out. You know, they already had things in place to get the track.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. I had coincidentally in the same car Lil Will was in the car with a friend of mine who's a girl. She was a big fan of what we was doing.
Right.
Her initials is actually BAD.
Okay.
That's her name initials. So,
okay.
So she's like, you need to quit making songs for these dudes, make one for these girls. So I used to always tell her, you bad, because that was her initials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, what? I'm like, all right, so she bad. I left North Dallas, got on 635, rode a 35, shot to the clear, jumped on 20, shot the mesquite, came back around. By the time I got back to the north, the song was wrote in my head.
Man!
You see what I'm saying? I didn't have it put together, but I knew what I was going to do. You know what I mean? So that happened right before I got the beat. So the beat wasn't intended to what was in my head already. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So when I took the beat for trying to get it on for the Dougie, you know what I mean? It didn't work out. They already had plans for that. Right. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this. So I went home that night by myself, and I took the words and rearranged and put them to that beat, and it worked. Wow. But I did not have to watch Lil Mama Get It. That ain't coming out of Doughski. I don't know how to make up stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I picked up my other brother, T Cash.
Man, hold up, T Cash.
I got some in my head. It wasn't recorded, it wasn't nothing. I just had the idea because I was trying to put it to something that was made for something else.
Yeah.
So I go get Cash, and I'm knowing Cash potential at the time.
Right.
Everybody sleep on bro.
Yeah.
So I go get him like, look, check this out. When I rap it to him, he said, man, that's it, but you're missing something. He said, what? He said, you got to add, watch Lil Mama Get It.
Get it.
Now you hear that, it sound like TK. You see what I'm saying? I said, man, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
He said, I'm telling you, it's going to change everything. I said no for about a week.
Yeah.
And we went to the studio. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to say this. Now that I think about it, you really helped not only just, music artist careers, but that video, wasn't that B. Simone in the backseat arguing over,
driving up in the car in the Caprice, the green joint.
That was
a young B.
I think
Simone.
That's a Delta. That my boy Slim. Shout out Slim. Ain't too Slim was having, bro.
Yeah.
That was my uncle. My uncle fell in love with that car because he had one originally, and when he seen that. My granny got the picture in the house. My uncle blew up because he passed away on that green car.
Yeah.
In my granny house. You know what I'm saying? Inside Alitex.
So that was B. Simone in the back of that car.
So B. Simone she was young. She like 17.
Oh.
She had only did like one thing before that, or that was her first, and maybe the other one was released something. I don't remember. But I'm in the back doing something else. They come to me. Actually, Kane Bear came in there and said, man, this little young girl came up with something, and we gonna use it. I never knew nothing about the intro to the video until the video was edited. I had nothing to do with it. It was
so Kane
all
Bear
B.
did
Simone.
that video?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Kane Bear yesterday.
Shout out to Kane Bear.
Shout out Kane
So
Bear.
what is
Texas.
Doughski? What is it? Say it again, because I cut you off. Go ahead.
Shout out Kane Bird out there to Texas, man. We came together and we did everything with that video in the know. Produced in the all, recorded in the all, shot in the all, cast it.
What stole was that? Who stole?
That was me and my cousin stole.
Flip.
Mainly my cousin Flip. Shout out Flip.
Shout out Flip. What up, Flip?
Yeah, and it was named C Babies after my granddaddy.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
My granddaddy tatted right here on my
TDK
arm.
put us on that. And he said that was your granddaddy's spot.
Granddaddy named C Babies.
So what is Doughski doing now? What the music at? What can we expect from Doughski G? It's 24.
Man, I got when I say all my, I was getting chewed out last night by C Scott, my other bro.
Yeah.
It was on my line like, you can't never stop. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
So I record here and there. But I went through some health issues I never made public. I almost lost my kidney and I had a heart attack. Not at the same time, but simultaneously. Right after recovery from one, sitting still, going through the first, created problems for my heart that I knew nothing about. So I was just thinking it was the first issue I had, like I had to get better, and it didn't. The whole time I had a 90% clogged artery.
Damn.
And didn't know it. I went to the doctor. He said he just got heartburn. Gave me some pills. 30 minutes later, I was on a care flight to the hospital with a heart attack.
Man,
you know what I mean? So it changed everything for me mentally. You know what I wanted to do. Because right before, I'm on a helicopter. I'm video. I got video. I'm recording, talking to my kid. It might be my last ride. You feel me? I'm smiling on the way out if this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got on the operating table, I see number lights. I said, if I wake up, life will never be the same. So when I woke up, I did nothing the same. Nothing. So I changed everything about myself. You know what I mean? Since then, I've signed a contract with a very large company, and I do that daily.
Nice.
You know, and I'm going to keep that part private. And they don't know Doughski G.
That's what it
You know what I'm saying? But for real, I woke up with different ambitions. It's been all by the grace of God. Because I had none of these things planned. Not even being a rapper. I didn't rap as a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I was 20 or something like that when I tried to get in the game.
Right.
Mr. Lucci made me write my first whole song.
Shout out Lucci.
I didn't write song. I used to sit in the spot, aka what the youngsters call the trap, and freestyle all day. You know what I'm saying? I done made people sell their jewelry, all freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, just that's what I wore every day, and that was cool for me.
Right.
I made the best out of that. I go battle somebody on the other block for $1,000.
Yeah.
Me and my partner, we all might put 2, 3, 4. We gonna come with that thing. I'm gonna win that thing though.
Yeah.
That was an E for me. It was just everyday hustling. That's all I saw. I never saw the big stardom for Doughski.
Right.
But I knew how to go to somebody else and make them that star.
Right.
Examples, T-Cash.
Yeah.
Revisiting Lucci, creating the name Lou Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All these boys nicknames. T-Cash, I named him T Castro. He used that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mr. Lucci, I named him Lou Diamond. I got Stubberline in the booth. I got a list.
Yeah.
I even got youngsters now. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I don't get the credit for that. And I'm trying to figure out, not to go backwards, but if I choose to continue, this is my gift, man. This is what I do.
Well, you going to get the credit today
I
because
was
that's
just
what
about to say.
Reunion Radio. So you're going to get the credit today because that's what Reunion Radio is all about. Nick, TDK, let's give Doughski G his flowers.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Wow, man, because that song She Bad, man, I was playing that in Ohio when I moved to Ohio, bro.
I remember tapping in. I remember with Twitter, Instagram, but like, Bing, I see you out there, baby. You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
How do people follow you, man?
You can reach me. I got the social medias, man. I don't engage like I should.
Yeah.
I only have them there because I need them.
Yeah.
But I got people that are checking it, man. You just reach out to them. I'll get back to you one day, one way or another. And another thing was I actually used to give my phone number out.
Yeah.
Man, that thing's a ring. I threw the phone.
Oh, dang.
Like I had it so long the buttons was falling off. I refused to replace it.
Right.
I said I'm gonna keep the phone till I get $1 million.
Yeah.
And that thing run so much I had to throw it away. I had it on the She Bad single cover.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That thing wrong. I'm talking about changed my life though.
That's great, man. With Doughski G, man, we appreciate you stopping by Reunion Radio. Me, Nick, Frost, TDK. G, we was talking to you. Was the topic of one of our meetings.
Yes.
What, last week?
Yeah, last
and
week.
we called him on the phone.
Bruh.
And he said he was going to come through and he here.
Everything that you kind of summed up just then, we were just realizing as we said out loud. So you definitely deserve your flowers because
Absolutely.
the list of all these songs we were putting together, Doughski was some kind of way,
man,
attached to this artist, to this song, to this place, was there like this. So we had to reach out to the OG.
Pulled up some videos and saw all them in the north.
And everybody. And this was before you was rapping. This was Big Doughski, you know, just Doughski,
just
you know, rapping a little outside
yeah.
with him. You've been around since your face was skinny, man.
It was it's something I do want to stamp. Like, I was able to be outside and get outside and make a name for myself without, I can't say without help, because I had North Dallas and I had some key players around me on different sides of town, so I can't say I ain't had no help. Right. But I never had a CEO or anything like that in the beginning to help me become Doughski.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, throughout my journey, there are two people in this city that wasn't even in position to help me at the time based on their history. Yeah. But Juju from Fan Life and Rizzo from Big Wheel Records, man.
Hey, both of them brothers.
Them boys came through and they did help. But it was after I was already Doughski G.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So not taking credit from none of them or nobody, but I need to know I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just doing it, I created avenues for other people. I literally changed lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
You know
real,
what I'm saying?
Well, you changed Reunion Radio today. Give it up.
Hey, man.